Welcome back. Welcome back. Today we have Fonzelle on. We're gonna be on the first name basis here. Fonzelle, former player of ours, that is currently at Creative Arts, studying music, preferably the drums under, the Dickerson family, Mr. D. Great job, you guys. Great job with your program and all. Fonz had a 3 year span with us where he was really trying to find his way basketball wise. Through the ups and the downs, the immaturity, he's blossomed into an amazing young man, right? But it wasn't always that way. Fonz had his ups and downs, his frustrations through us as a program, but where he currently stands, epitomizes what we do here. We're building men. We're building men, helping them navigate and find their true purpose into manhood. And Fonz is on his way, through his music career. And so during this conversation, we went through the lineage of our relationship together, the experiences, the ups and the downs, where he is currently, and what's his plans for the future with finding his purpose. So it was a very, very impactful conversation, very much needed. I'm so proud of him, the way he articulates himself, his intelligence, his maturity, and just how he's just truly blossoming into a great man. So yeah, enjoy the Fonzelle interview. Sit down and talk to you guys soon. Hope you enjoy. Because this is my truth, you know what I mean? And at the least you gotta respect that. Busy guy, man. Busy guy. Big Fonzelle, man. You good?
Yeah, I'm straight.
All right, we back, man. A.M.University. I'm the host, Antoine Miller, man. Damn, Big Fonz. You're a hard man to get a hold of now, bro. You a busy guy now, man.
Yeah.
What's up? You gotta check your schedule for me and everything, man. I got
Busy schedule, yeah.
Huh?
It's not just you.
It's not just me. All right.
Yeah.
Tell me about it, bro.
So, I do a lot of parades and gigs and practices, late night practices. My aunt gets mad at me and stuff still, but some nights I come home like 10 at night. Just late night practices. There's so many practices.
Yeah.
I had to leave my job because of how much stuff it is to do.
Right.
Yeah.
You had to make a choice.
I had to make a choice.
We'll get back to that.
To pick the $15, $16 hour job or the $1,000 scholarship I'm gonna get in the future off of these practices I'm gonna be at. So yeah, it's really, you gotta make some choices.
All right, we're gonna get into all that, bro. Well, I'm glad to have you, man. This is exciting for me, bro, because again, I've seen your journey in the course of the last 3 or 4 years, man, and to me, these conversations are the epitome of why I do what I do, right? Why I do the podcast, why I coach basketball, why I build the relationships with y'all. It's for conversations and moments and trajectories of life experiences like this. So I'm really excited to have you on, man. But let's start from the beginning of our relationship, and we'll double back to where you are now. You left another school to come to KIPP, right? Why did you do that? Because you came here sophomore year, right? After your freshman year at another school. Why did you do that? What was your expectations coming here? And we'll go from there.
All right. So basically, I was at Creative Arts, the school I'm at now. I was there with them playing music. I was always involved in instruments since I was in 6th grade. So when I got to 9th grade, because COVID happened, 6th grade, and then COVID happened in my 7th grade year. And then when 8th grade came, that's when COVID ended. So, but Creative Arts went to the high school. That's when Camden High was rebuilt. So it wasn't creative arts at Morgan Village no more. It was Morgan Village. So that whole year, I wasn't playing music for real. Like I was in a marching band, but I was surrounded by basketball, kids who not doing nothing. So I was like, I'm gonna just try basketball. So I tried AU my 8th grade year. Shout out Miss Haywood, cause she the one who brought me to every practice, every game I had. Bought me food. She bought me sneakers. So she the one who really started it all.
Okay.
So then 9th grade came. I went back to creative, after a summer playing basketball, and then I was like, in everything. I was in the marching band and stuff like that. Basketball season came. I'm like, oh, might as well try out. It's my, freshman year. I want to experience, the high school experience. Try some things out, experiment, see if I'm good at it. In my mind, I wanted to do both. I wanted to do basketball and band. I wanted to do both. And in my mind, I thought it was possible. But after I played, this when I first started, so I was butt. So, they came to the game. They came to one of my games. And, they came and supported. They came and supported. And then after, they was like, you got to make a choice. Like, you can't do both. This is Mr. Dickerson. You can't do both.
Which one? Say Jamal,
Actually, both
Jamal,
of them.
Nasir. Okay, both.
Both of them.
Jamal,
No,
Nasir.
yeah, both of them
Both
came
of
to the
them.
game.
Okay.
So it was like, yeah, you got to make a choice. And I kept saying, I'm like,
Wait, say who Jamal and Nasir Dickerson is to the band. So people know. We know, but.
So Mr. Jamal Dickerson and Nasir Dickerson is they're teachers at Creative Arts High School at Camden High. Jamal Dickerson is the leading band director of the Camden High marching band, and Nasir Dickerson, he's a teacher slash artist. He's in the band with Lauryn Hill. He tours with Lauryn Hill in Africa. He just left Africa. And so many other artists. It's insane. So he has a successful career.
Okay, go back to your story.
In music. So yeah, they kept saying, yeah, you gotta make a choice. And I was like, I'm gonna do both. And they was like, nah, you can't do both. You can't do both. And I kept saying, I'm gonna do both. So I was basically trying to force myself to do both and force them to like accept that I'm gonna do both.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't like that. So they was like, oh, if you're not committed to this, we basically gonna make you switch your major. So they went to the office, basically kicked me out the major. So, mind you, that's why I went to the school for music. So in my head, I'm 9th grade. I'm like, man, I'm out. If I'm not at the school for the purpose I was, it's no point in me being here. So my first choice was BPLA, and then I started playing with Fam Academy. Shout out Fam Academy. Their AAU program, they're doing very good. I just saw them get a 25. They're working with some water
American
company.
Water.
Yeah, American Water. That's good. Yeah, I started playing with them, and then the practices was at KIPP, and then it was like, yeah, you might as well just transfer to KIPP, this and that. Ended up being Mr. Miller, and then.
Well, before you go further, so, because you went there for music, right? Like, that's what you was there for. Right. Like, so, and you had to make a choice. What was your mind process? What was you thinking at the moment when you made that choice, leaving something that you went there for, you was passionate about, you always played music, and that you was good at, right? What was going on through your mind when you made that actual choice to leave something that you actually loved for something that you wanted to see if you loved it or not?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. This is 9th grade Fonz. So it wasn't really much of a thought. It was like, it didn't hit me maybe 2 years later.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
at the moment, it didn't hit you at all.
At the moment, it didn't hit me at all. At the moment, man, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna just switch to basketball. Like, I'm gonna just switch. Even though I ain't do it all my life.
How tall was you at that time?
I was like 6 foot. I was like
Okay.
6 foot coming into high school. So I'm like, yeah, I'm tall. Coaches tell me I got mad potential every time I talk to a coach. Um, I didn't do bad my 8th grade year. 9th grade year, I was I was on the freshman team. I didn't know it was levels to it. So, yeah, my mindset wasn't really like, wow, I just left music. It was like, forget them because of how immature I was.
Right.
But as you see, as time went on, my 10th grade year, I started thinking about it a little bit. 11th grade year came. My friend, he went to he called me because he was the drum major. This is my close friend. He was like, yeah, man, you should come back for my last
Hold on,
drum.
hold on. Don't skip ahead. Don't skip ahead. Don't skip ahead. Because now you made the choice to come to KIPP High School your 10th grade
Oh
year,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? For basketball, right? What was your expectations coming into the school before you even stepped foot into the gymnasium? Because you didn't know me, right?
No,
Right? So what was your expectations? Because you was coming here for basketball.
yeah.
What was your expectations?
My expectations. I don't think I had expectations for some reason. I had, I was, in my head, I'm going to play. We going to have a good season. And yeah, I was just excited to play. In my head, I think that's why it didn't really click till later. Because I didn't have that mindset to what I really wanted to do here. I just came here because someone advised me to come here. I didn't come here because I did research or I had a goal to
Let's
come
say,
here.
did you do any research around the city? Like, all right, you got East Side over here, you got Canada over
I
here,
mean,
KIPP. Where can I play? Right?
yeah. I mean, it was a couple. It was a schools talk to me. They talk to kids that are tall. Sometimes they see a kid
All the
that's
time.
tall all the
All the time.
time. It don't matter if you skinny,
Right.
you big. It don't matter.
Yeah.
If you got height, they're gonna talk to you.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean play.
Yes.
It doesn't mean that.
It's true. It's true.
They're just trying to see if you're good.
Yeah.
But if you're not,
Yeah.
and if you know you're not, don't play.
So you just based off what your relationship with fam and like being around those kids and those mentors, like because of their advisement, you was like, all right, I'm gonna give KIPP a shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was like, they
So you really didn't have expectations.
no, don't. To be honest, this was in the mix of me trying to transfer. That's when. So my 9th grade year, when I was playing with them, my 9th grade year ended. It was summer. This when I was trying to transfer to. I was going to transfer to either BPLA or Brim, just to play for the high. And I was going to do that, and then they heard I was trying to transfer, or I was playing for the high. That's how I met Ricky. He was like, "You should come here." Like he think I would do good here. I was like, I don't know, I'll think about it. I think I said yeah the same day. I didn't really think about it. That's how like I was just immature.
Yeah.
I was just being immature.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. So you here now, right? You here now, and you was with us for 3 years, kind of, right? 3 years. All right. Talk about your experience here playing for me. Your experience throughout the entire process while you was here. When did you start thinking about other things? When did you start? Just your whole thought process while you was here during those 3 years.
So when I first came here in 10th grade, I'm gonna just go year by year.
Yep, that's fine. Yep, so yeah, that's fine.
10th grade, I came here with no expectations for real, but a goal to just be nice. Like I just wanted to be good and looked at as nice. I just wanted to be nice. And my favorite player is KD. We all know this.
We all know this.
So and then I came to you, met you, started talking to you. This when I first met you. And the practices, I in my head I wanted to be KD, But one, I didn't have the skill. Two, I never put in the work to be KD. Three, the position, since you realize that one and two, he doesn't have the skill set to play like this player or be that key player that, for example, Kevin Durant is. We can't put him at that spot because there's no point. It's not going to work. So we started the basics because I didn't know the basics. That's what you realized. So I was doing the basics and stuff. I was a little frustrated throughout my sophomore year because I didn't get what I wanted. I didn't get what I want. And what I wanted was to be that star player or to be that nice player.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how my 10th grade went. I played AAU. Did I play AAU in my 10th grade year? I think I
You was in and out. You was in and out.
Yeah, I was in and out.
But so where did the frustration come from? Did it come from you yourself, or did it come from me and the whole situation?
So the frustration built up over the years. It started in 10th grade. It started in 9th grade when that whole situation happened. When that music thing happened. It started there. 10th grade happened. I started not seeing results. It's all a snowball effect. First, it was me not being able to do both. Mm-hmm. That's one way I didn't get. That's one thing I didn't get my way.
Right.
I'm gonna name so many things of how I didn't get my way that built up the frustration. One, I couldn't do both. Two, when I came here, I couldn't be Kevin Durant, and that's what I wanted. So that happened. 11th grade year, I started seeing, I'm like, first I didn't put in the work over 11th grade. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't put any work for real. I probably played AAU a little bit. I barely played that. I was working all summer. I was doing nothing. Like,
why?
I just feel like it's just one of those things. Like, if you're into something, you either go work harder or not. And sometimes you might like something. But you don't want it. Like, for some reason, you don't want it. For some reason. I don't know what the reason was. And I think it's because I'm good at music. And I feel like that's what it was showing me. So, yeah, like, you could have that, yeah, I want to be a basketball player. But the work is so hard, bro. Like, I'm gonna tell you, for my 12th grade year, I graduated 11th grade. Actually, before I get to that, my 11th grade year, I didn't see the results I wanted. I thought I was going to come back and just be better because I had a horrible start for my sophomore year, but a good end to my sophomore year. It was always like that. A bad start for my 11th grade year a little bit, but a good end for my 11th grade. So, you start seeing the patterns. And at 12th grade, I'm like, that's when I start putting the work in. That's where I start. That's why I didn't play AAU. I listened. I went to workouts. I had a personal trainer. I paid every week.
Wait, hold on. Why did you make that flip? Because this is an important part, right? So between your 10th and some of your 11th grade year, right? Like you leaving the part out where you fought us though. You was never disrespectful or anything like that, but you was fighting with the KD things that you wanted to do and the basic fundamental things that we wanted you to do so you could be productive. Right? You fought that for 2 years running. And towards the end of both years, you're right, you did accept it and you flourished for whatever reason, but that was a really small pocket, right? You never did what you did going into your 12th grade year. I'm gonna say those 2 months that you made a choice to get a personal trainer, to work on your game even more, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You didn't do that prior. Why was the flip going into your 12th grade year with that mindset for that short window of time?
Um, I'm gonna say it came with just me maturing as a person, or just basic like common sense. You see something that work 2 times in a row your way, and it's your senior year. You don't mess around your senior
Nope,
senior
I gotta
year.
stop you again. Why wasn't it common sense the 2 years prior when we was telling you to do it?
Why wasn't it? Cause I didn't I didn't want to do it. Nobody. This is me. I didn't want to catch the ball down low and lay it over people. I didn't want to catch it on the block and post move, and I didn't want to be that player. And I don't know why. Well, I know why, because in my mindset when I came, you know who I wanted to be. I wanted to be the star player, you know, like KD, or I wanted to be like KD. So
No, hold on. Because mind you, at this point, you 6'5" now,
yeah,
right? As a junior or whatever like that, right? And because you say it's common sense, right? But I'm talking to you, but I'm actually talking to all kids out here, right? And this is the thing that you gotta fill in the blank for me,
okay,
on why kids do this, right? Why do we want you to just lay the ball up, finish over smaller defenders, be long and defend, don't over dribble, don't shoot,
right,
fade away 3-point shots? Why did we want you to do that? Well, we play in Group 1 basketball. There's
right,
not a lot of 6'5" guys walking around in Group 1 basketball. If you have a mismatch, you should take advantage of it. We never ask you to post up against somebody else at 6'5" or 6'7" or something like that. That doesn't make sense because you're not a natural post player. But it's a five. If it's a 5'10", 5'8" guy, which can very well happen in Group 1 basketball, right? We want to score the simplest way, which makes Fonz look better, which makes the team look better.
right,
Instead of Fonz going 1-on-1 KD mode on a perimeter against that 5'8" defender, is so much harder,
right,
right? That was common sense to us,
right,
right? But you, like most kids, no, I gotta do it the way that I want to do it. And if I'm not successful that way, I'm kind of okay with not being successful.
right.
We talked about it off air a little bit, but I think that's the truth. Why, what is that about your generation that it just has to happen this type of
This
way
way,
instead of just being productive? Y'all never take the 1+1 way.
right.
It just equals 2. It's very simple.
I mean that comes with that comes with. I think I'm gonna say social media, like I said, cause they go on their phone and see all these good high school players. They see these good middle school players, and all these people that are nice on their Instagram, on their TikTok, and they say they want to do that, and they in their head they're like, yeah, that's what I want to do. So in their head, they already established they want to be this type of player, but they don't understand that they can't be that type of player because they haven't been the boring player, the simple player first, or the work they haven't put in. So I feel like that's one of the reasons why that happens.
Okay.
That not get in your way because of social media. That's what I think.
I think we're gonna double back to this at the end, but does it have anything to do with you just not being in a place that you should be as well? Like because to me it's about the gratitude portion, right? I just want the happiness to hit me as a kid immediately, right? At all times, right? What's gonna make me happy, let's say basketball, is me doing the Kyrie Irving
Yeah,
move in order to score instead of just the basic just go,
yeah,
right? Because that's gonna make me happy, right? Not necessarily about the wins per se or the whatever. I just want to be happy in the moment. And if that's the case, you just want to be happy in the moment. Well, do you really care about the thing
right,
overall? That's what I look at it as,
Right.
right? Like, were you? I'm gonna double back real quick. Were you necessarily happy when we was winning your sophomore year and we was playing for the championship and things like that? Because I look back, bro. I look back at the film and you was calm the entire playoff run on the bench, like on the sideline.
Yeah.
You wasn't really clapping. It wasn't like you was just. So I was like, I wonder what he was thinking there.
I mean, I'm not gonna say I was happy. I was proud. I was proud of you know, Malik, Jeremiah, all the people that played. I was proud of them. You know, I think we was a 2-year program then.
Yeah, right.
Second year into the program, they just won a division championship. Like they went undefeated in their in their division. Like I was proud of them, but I wasn't happy because I didn't do much. I didn't do anything. I didn't even support. I didn't even clap. I didn't do anything, and that's the bottom line. Is clapping. I maybe got some water. I drank some water. That's all I did. I put on a uniform. I did my little layup.
That's all you wanted to do.
Yeah, like
Again, you put it in your brain what your value was. Your value to you was getting on a court and actually producing, not understanding that you was part of a team, and your value is just as important being on that sideline as opposed to being in the game.
Yeah.
You thought you brought that singular value,
right.
and that's how you internalize it. But fast forward back to what you was talking about, right? You made a choice going into your senior year for that month and a half, 2 months. That all right, I'm a lock in. Y'all love these words, lock in, right? Why?
I mean,
and talk about the process.
The process, okay. So, my 11th grade to 12th grade summer, the dude I worked out with, my personal trainer, that's Mr. D's personal trainer.
Okay.
I didn't know this. Well, I knew this, but I didn't know before.
Say who Mr. D is.
Mr. D is the band director for Camden High Marching Band. So, once I found this out, I was like, man, I hope I don't see Mr. D. I hope I don't. In my head, I kept saying, I hope I don't see him. So some weeks went by. You know, I'm training. I'm seeing results. I see Mr. D. I was upstairs. I came down. This is my first time seeing him in those 3 years. So I'm like, he's saying, yo, what's up, Fonz? How you doing? How's basketball? You know, I lied. I was like, yeah, it's going good. You know, yeah, this and that. Working hard. And he was like, oh, yeah, that's good. You can always come back. He always said that to me. You can always come back. You can always come back. It's never too late. So I saw him then. I kept working. And then after those 2 months, I stopped going there. But I was still lifting. I just wasn't working as hard in those 2 months as I was when school started. I don't know why. I don't know why at all, but...
Was you thinking about music?
I think I was. Because those 2 months, I was... Like, that was my first time actually, like, live, breathe, and eat basketball. Like, those 2 months was like, yeah, like... I messed with going to the gym. Like, you know, when I first came here, I didn't want to lift. Like, I thought people was just go on the court. I didn't want to lift. That sucked. But those 2 months, I liked the lifting. I liked taking them long bus rides to North Jersey or somewhere just to work out and take that long bus ride back. I messed with the grind and I messed with the hard work. But after a while, it started to fade.
Whoa! Before it fades. You can't miss this part. Before it fades, when you was getting cop diesel, when you was going to your trainers, driving up North Jersey, though, you had a thought about doing something.
I thought about doing something?
Yeah.
What thought?
Transfer.
Oh, transfer. Oh, yeah.
You can't skip that part. So it's whole Mr. D and the music on pause.
Right.
Because so you confident right now, right? You doing your 2 months of straight training, you starting to see results, right? And people are telling me that he's getting results, right? And you have a thought that runs across your head. You come to me. What was that about?
All right. So basically, that whole transfer situation. You know, I was playing AAU.
You ain't gotta say no names.
Yeah, I'm not. One of the coaches, no, he was like, "What school you go to again?" I'm like, you know, KIPP. You know, he was like, "Oh, y'all Group 1? Oh yeah, you should just, you know, transfer." It was a Group 4 school. He was explaining like, you know, all the good things you want to hear. You know, better opportunities, better competition. So if you're playing better competition and you winning, the coaches gonna love it. You gonna get, you know, you gonna get where you want to be. So it was a it was a thought because of my that's when my immaturity came back
In terms of what?
of making stupid choices. So I saw that in that moment. I saw these 2 years went by. I didn't do nothing, and I was kind of not blaming myself. I wasn't blaming myself for the 2 years. I'm gonna be honest. I was blaming just it was just excuses. I was blaming coaching. I was blaming just I was just blaming everything but me. So
But it was that along with somebody massaging your ego
yeah,
too, right? But that was actually most of it.
yeah,
Because you already made a choice to make that different choice, and then here come this guy saying you the best thing since, sliced bread that was ever made, type of thing.
I mean, yeah, something like that. But you know, it wasn't really it wasn't a high percentage of me leaving. Like I said before, it was just a thought. It was a thought, and then the more I thought about it, I started to lead toward it, and then I had that conversation, and I was like, I can't transfer. Like I've been here for 2 years.
Well, talk about the conversation, because that was actually a really mature thing for you to do, though. Like most kids won't come have that conversation with their current coach, right? They'll just make the choice and
Yeah,
then
just
transfer,
leave.
and then that's how you hear about it. You came to me and had to talk, right? And at the time, I could say this now because we sitting here. I made a video talking to Fonz. If y'all was close to the situation, y'all knew who he was. If you wasn't close to the situation, you didn't know because you didn't see his picture, right? And go and I'll wait. You came to me, and how'd that go?
We talked. You basically asked why I wanted to transfer. What made you want to transfer? You know, the who, what, when, why, and how. Like he basically just asked me, "What is your point of wanting to transfer?" And none of the points I said were valid. They weren't. I said that it's better opportunity. It's a like basically in my mind, I was just gonna be at a new school and do what I want, like I thought I was gonna be here. But I saw it didn't work in 2 years, so why would that work now? I don't know. But basically, we just had a talk. We talked about, you know, why I wanted to transfer, and it just really came down to me making it or me going to college. And, you know, you showed me that you know, you could help me get into college, but I would have to just put in the work, like you said. So after that day, you know, I talked to a couple of other coaches, Coach Till, Coach J, and this is what made me stay, because of Coach Till. He said, I didn't take it as, I took it as disrespect, but not as much for real, because I took it as you're scared of the pressure, because you've been here for 2 years, not producing and waiting for your turn, and now it's your turn, and you're thinking about leaving. So once he said that, I was like, I can't leave. I can't leave now.
Hmm.
So that's I went out of that. You told me don't come to workouts until you made your decision. That's when workouts started. You said don't come to workouts until you either one transfer and you won't come to any workouts again, or two stay and stay committed.
And why did I say that? Right? Why did I say that? Right? Because it's like it's not you, but you in the situation, right? So you involved in it.
Right.
To me, the lens that you was coming from was total disrespect, right? A person telling you that they could get you into college, right? That's not hard. We we all got the same or a lot more connections than you have, right? So that's not a factual thing. You playing against better competition. Well, that's what you schedule schedules for, right? We play in the Burlington County Conference, which is no Group 1 schools. So you can't say that. That's not factual, right? You can develop me more, right? I guess if you want to nitpick, that's debatable. But again, we've told you the things and shown you the things in order for you to produce on the court. You just made a choice not to do it. Now, if you don't make a choice with that person, then it may be, right? But it's like all these reasons why you can come here to be productive here. It was total disrespect. You know what I mean? So it was like, and kids want to go back and forth. So you come to a workout here, you go to a workout there. Nah. This is a real family, bro.
Yeah.
Like either you with us or you not. And if you not, that's totally fine. But I'm gonna give you all the information, right? Not like other people because they want you. I'm gonna give you all the information. You make the best decision for yourself after that. You know, and if you want to do that, you got to be a man and you make that choice. But I'm not going to sit here and have somebody lie on my name, on my program's name, and just tell inaccurate things. I showed you some things offline to where that person was not factual, right? But they'll lie to you. And that's the part that infuriates me the most because you a kid, right? You are easily impressionable. You can't have somebody stroke your ego very easily, right? To where these adults get what they want.
Right.
Nah, that's not happening here. So I might say to you like, yo, you can't come to practice, but in a way that's out of love, right? Because we doing something the right way over here, and you are first over here. But if you want to flip flop, all right, well you got to be a man about that. Go do that, make a decision as a man, live with them consequences,
Right.
because the consequences was coming. You know, so but go ahead.
So yeah. So I made my decision not to leave. I came to the workouts, I don't know, that day or the day after or something like that. And I stuck with it. So
And that was that. Yeah, and that was that. Now, and mind you, this is the first time that you ever told me in the summertime or this past summer that you did music. I never knew.
right. Yeah,
I never knew that.
I didn't mention any type of history or anything of my background.
Nothing.
They just like I'm basically just like a person who just started basketball to them. That's all they knew. Is that I just started basketball.
You never left me when you said that this past summer because I saw the twinkle in your eye when you talked about it, and I've never seen that on a basketball court.
Right.
Never.
So
right?
let's talk about that. Yeah, I don't. First, I'm gonna be honest. I thought music once I got to high school. You know, I was in ninth grade. All ninth graders just want to be cool. They're getting to high school. They just want to be cool, right? And at the time, as a ninth grade freshman, music isn't cool. Like music isn't like a become popular and be cool with everybody type of thing. You could be, now that you're looking at it now, but back then I didn't look at it that way. At that time, I'm just like, man, I'd rather play basketball or something. Like, that's gonna get me popular, basically. So, I really thought it was lame. I thought it was lame to deal with music, and that's why I really didn't mention it, cause I thought it was lame. Yeah, I had to wear shoes. I got shoes on. I gotta wear these every single day. I don't wear sneakers until band practice, but every hour of school I have to wear this. I don't wear a hoodie in class because they they just said no hoodies. It's either you have, the school uniform, and it can't be a black sweater because they switched the colors. So they said no black and no hoodies. So they made a solution. They just made a sweater for the major basically. So everybody bought a $10 sweater, and that's what you got to wear if you cold because the school's cold. So yeah, I thought it was lame. So when I got here, I didn't really talk much about me, even as a person. Um, that I don't know why. I just feel like I just never really, I never did that. I never talked to people about what I did. I just talked to them about what I'm doing.
Were you fearful of the response?
Um, Maybe I can't really give you an answer because I didn't know. My first thought was, I'm not going to tell them that. Like, that wasn't even in my mind. Those years I came here, music wasn't in my mind. That's how mad I was. That's how mad and stubborn I was being about that music situation. I didn't think about music at all my 10th grade year. At all. That's what I'm saying to you. Like, so one, it was lame. I thought it was lame. And two, it didn't even cross my mind to tell you. Like, if you would have asked, I probably would have told you. Maybe. Most likely, I would have told you. But it just didn't cross my mind.
Okay. Okay. Fast forward to now, you're extremely passionate about what you're doing. And prior to leaving KIPP, you sent me a text saying what?
Um. Oh, before I made that decision.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I said, I think I was telling him like, yeah, I'm basically leaving. Like, I'm going back to music. Um, telling him that I'm grateful for everything he taught me, you know, and the coaching staff taught me. But I gotta make a decision. This senior year, I don't want to play around with my future. Like, the people that came before me in my family haven't done anything. Like, my dad, he hasn't done anything. My mom, she hasn't done anything. I don't want to live in Camden for 20 years. Camden sucks. Like, as a community, it's getting better. But nobody wants to live in Camden. Like, I'm telling you, if you're living in Camden, it's not by choice. Like, at all. You're not living in Camden by choice. You're not. I'm telling you that now. You're forced to. And it's not a good thing to be forcefully living in Camden. Because it's bad. The people that are in this community is doing something. And I think that's what is affecting the kids too. But basically, I was just telling him, like, I got to make a decision. I got to make this decision. And I don't know what to do. I was first asking him for advice. I wasn't telling him like I'm leaving. I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about leaving. I'm thinking about going back to music. And bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah. It was like, I forgot what you told me. Do you remember what you told me?
Listen, man, I wanted to cry, honestly, bro, when you sent me the text that you wanted to go back and do music, bro. No, I don't remember what I told you, but you had all my blessings, though, about doing it. Because, again, seeing you in the summer when you told me about that you played drums and that you was a musician, never saying that before, looking at the passion that you showed when you told me that you did music, I'd never seen that in basketball. So it was like, that to me, I thought about it prior, but to me that was the real start of it's something else out here for Fonz that he should be chasing.
Right.
And I was kind of, in a way, pushing you towards whatever that was, right? Because I look at this conversation that we're having, right? And I think about what's my purpose, as a coach, right? It's this, right? It's putting y'all in positions where you get to your path in life. You get to your purpose in life. That's all this is about, right? People either come into my gym and they're going to run towards the pressure or whatever you want to call it of what we're doing, or you're going to run away from it, right? To me, neither way is a bad thing, because that's one thing less that you should be doing, or that's one thing that you should be doing. But either way, it's preparing you for life, right? And you just chopping away at these other things that you want to explore that you have no business exploring.
Right.
And that goes back to what we talked about with the kids, right? Kids want to be Instagram famous. They just want what they want, right? Because they don't really need to be there.
Right.
But they looking for gratification, just like every human being, adult, everybody in this world.
Yeah.
Is we at a place, you said Camden is a not so good place, right? That's everywhere in this world, and everybody in this world is miserable. So how can I get that quick fix of happiness really quickly?
Right. And I don't say Camden isn't a good place because of it's dangerous or not. It's a little dangerous, but it's not that bad in Camden. Like, some things happen, and yeah, it's not that great of a city if you put it in terms like that. But I say it's not that great of a city because of the people, like you said. I'm gonna tell you one of the things Mr. D told me the other day. He said, because all the college kids came back because they just went to college. They came back for their little 3-day break or whatever, came to the game. And he was telling us about a story about 2 kids he sent to FAMU. His first 2 ever students he sent to FAMU. One of his students quit FAMU. He dropped out of the school. He came back, trying to be around the band, be around Mr. D. And he kicked him out. He told him, don't come back. Don't come back. You quit. Don't come back. And he told us he didn't want to do that. He didn't want to kick him out. It hurted him to kick him out. But the reason he did it is because quitters influence quitters. Like, they make quitters. Quitters give off that it's okay to quit energy. So he didn't just kick him out because he quit it. He kicked him out because of the kids that could be influenced by that quitter mindset, or that it's okay to quit. So, yeah. That's what Camden is.
That's a great way to put it.
Camden is a city full of quitters. You see them all the time. Down Mount Ephraim, downtown. They're all across the city. Like, you stop at a red light, there's one there. Like, not even the homeless people. Not just them. There's regular people driving cars. The people who's living in these homes. Like, the ones that are, like, forcefully living here and not doing anything with their life and working a 9 to 5. Those are quitters too. Like, that's what Camden is. So that's why I say, that's why I want to get out of here. I don't want to be around this. I basically just want to start my own path. And yeah, just live my life. But yeah.
What did you learn most from this experience?
From basketball? Or just
all of it to where you are now?
First, I learned that it's okay. It's okay to not be cool in other people's eyes. Like, you shouldn't be chasing that. Things like that don't come with you chasing it. Those things come naturally. And you shouldn't really care if you're cool or not to people. Like, you shouldn't. So that's one thing it taught me. Another thing it taught me is I'm growing up. Like I was just in ninth grade, bro. Like I was just in middle. Forget ninth grade. I was just in middle school playing music. My first ever time playing music in sixth grade. That's where it all started, bro. I was just in sixth grade. I'm a senior now, about to graduate. Like I'm starting to become a man. So you just gotta. I learned that you gotta make some choices, like I did with basketball. And once I made that choice with Miller, I didn't know how he was gonna react to that. I didn't know if he was gonna be mad, disappointed, because of all those years or all them times we wasted, all that time we wasted, all those practices I've been to, all the workouts, all the rides, all the effort he put into me. I didn't know how he would react. So I was kind of itching, like I really don't want to tell him that I'm leaving, but it's the right thing to do. But he supported me. He was like, "I'm proud of you." This is his text. His text said, "I'm proud of you, man. This is one step closer of you becoming a man, or this is the first day you became a man, or something like that." I think that's what he said. You know, making decisions. You got to make decisions in life, and I was nothing but the best for you. That's all I ever did. And yeah, just like that. He supported me either way I went. I could have stayed, he supported me, or I could have left, he supported me. So that's one thing that's good about this program with Coach Miller, that it's not just about basketball. Just like marching band or with Jamal Dickerson, it's not just about marching band.
100%.
That's why you want to find people that's not just about, for example, basketball. You don't want to find people that's just about marching band. They don't care about you. Like, all they care about is you showing up to practice, you getting your own rides. They don't care about giving you a ride. You getting your own rides here and you getting your own rides out of here. And be on time and leave when told to leave. And come to the games. And that's how a lot of people relationships are. There's not a lot of people that care about, the kids, or they care about people at all. Like, there's really coaches out here that, or just people in general, that may be teachers or just may be coaches, but they're not going to give you a ride every time you ask them. They're not going to pay for food when you ask them. Like, they're just going to tell you to show up here, leave here every day. It's like a job. Like, they don't care about you. All they care about is themselves and whatever their goal is. Maybe they just want to be a high school coach. Maybe they want to go to college and be a coach. They don't care about you. So Mr. D and Coach Miller, Coach Till, Coach J, Jamal's brother, Nasir Dickerson, these are people in my life that I've met that don't just care about music or basketball. It's more focused on life. So that's what I've kind of learned also, that you need to meet people that care about life and care about you and your life and your well-being. Cause it's easy to be a bum, especially in Camden. It's so easy to be a bum in Camden. Like, you could just not do nothing at all throughout high school. You don't have to do anything. You can graduate high school and still be a bum in Camden. It's a lot. It's a places like that also, but in Camden, it's like you gotta pay your own ticket to get out of Camden. Like, it's not promised you're gonna get out of Camden.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you gotta put in the time and effort and make that decision to get out of Camden, or not to be a bum. So yeah, I learned how to make hard decisions. I start, discipline. We talked about it earlier, slaving for food. We all know I love food. Every year I've been here, I always ask the teachers, "You got some snacks?" I'm always eating. I always eat. I'm always asking for food. I eat the most. Like, so once I got the Mr. D, they taught me not to slave for food. And what that basically means is your mind shouldn't be on food at all. And what that teaches you is being disciplined, right? Having that discipline of focusing on what you need to focus on instead of having that distraction, food, in your head. Because you're not going to be 100%. You're not. Like, you have food on your mind. How are you going to, for example, how are you going to play a basketball game, and I'm not going to use food in this case. How you go play a basketball game, but you got a girl in your mind? Or you got the whole game you're thinking about a girl or something, or what you're about to do after this game. That's basically what slaving for food teaches you. It teaches you to not be, just to be focused on something, to not have that distraction in your head. So practicing not slaving for food, just it starts the snowball effect. Once you don't start slaving for food, you start not thinking about other things while you're doing the thing you love. So it taught me discipline. I'm starting to learn to be more disciplined.
You learning a lot.
I'm learning a lot.
You're learning a lot.
There's so many things
You're learning a lot, and it looked like you embracing and being a sponge to all of it, man. And I could talk to you for hours, bro, but like I think about you all the time. I tell Till and them that I'm thinking about you all the time. I've had so many examples in the past month or two bringing up your name as far as another situation, and I'll give you as an example, and the things that we've been through together, man. Like, I'm extremely proud of the progress you're making as a man, bro. And I can't wait to see what you're doing in the future. Continue to lead by example, bro. Continue to work hard. You got everything that you need inside of you, bro, and I could see that you around the right people that's bringing that out. It felt like you went to prison for the last 2 months, and you came out and you got all this knowledge. Let's hear it, listening to what you're saying, But yo, I'm proud of you, man. Keep it up, and
Thank you.
Fonzelle, man. Fonzelle.